There we go. Look at how quickly the individual moves on command signal. It's 5:26 a.m. in the morning, guys. You can imagine, Monday morning at 5:26 a.m., May 25th, 2026, Monday morning. The individual at 5132, in charge of 5132, has been instructed once again to wake up extra early to avoid our surveillance of trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. That's right. The great truck 5132. And obviously, they're going to extreme lengths to avoid any suspicious wrongdoing. There we go. He is with the golf clubs once again. There we go. Intentions are very clear. Look at how quickly this individual moves. This criminal organization is making bank. Eye contact. They're expanding their work horizons. And of course, at the golf course, indoor, outdoor, recreational facility. And he's laughing. He's laughing. All year round, he's laughing. He's thinking, why did I wake up this early if this individual is going to be on the window? All right. Public service notification awareness. Please get involved. Please contact your local state police department. This is serious, guys. This is addiction. Plays a very, and he's laughing again. Addiction plays a very big role when it comes to state fraud, mental health, hospital, inpatient entrapment. And this is how they're able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence their arbitraries. Silent, incoherent victims, nursing home final faith, identity theft, Medicaid takes place. Thomas your mayor, David Dominic, the machine. Open for business. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics involving young teen victims on video. This individual, yes, on video, has hosted a number of white powder bag parties involving young teen victims. Addiction, once again, plays a very big role regarding this insurance scam. And the younger the victim, the bigger the payoff, of course. This individual is in charge of 5132. And the time, 5:29 a.m. 5:29 a.m. Monday morning. A very early start, May 25th, 2026, Monday morning. No job, no school. This individual is able to afford 3 luxury vehicles. The 2 other ones are inside the garage. And paid incentives, of course, and you can imagine, a life of luxury. We are asking the public assistance, please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS. Post the date, January 8th, 2025, fill the petition with a tax preparer, tax evasion, regarding 5132, West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60204. Open for business. This is the machine. Town of Cicero Mayor, David Dominic. And of course, plenty of trap houses in the area. This is a trap house because of the unique layout of the garage connected to 5130. Easy for passing along the narcotics from one side to another. That's the reason the individual is always in the back. And while he's waiting for the police officers involved in criminal activity to be posted in certain areas for safe passage. It's called the 1-2 phase. He did wake up a little earlier, of course, than me. I was uploading videos in my room, and of course the high frequencies and electromagnetic field waves is to detain the person. It's to distract the person. Delayed response, of course, and I was able to pick up on that, and I took a look, and sure enough, this individual already had his vehicle on. This is the 1-2 phase. He places the narcotics in the hidden compartment. He goes back inside. Okay, public service notification awareness. Please notify your local state police department. There is a reward regarding heavy transportation of narcotics. If you have a family member at the golf course you should be concerned. All right? Addiction is a very big part. We all go through hard times, and this criminal organization targets individuals specifically going through rough times. Any type of life issues, the narcotics are used to help the victim sort things out. Obviously, it's not going to help things out. All right. This is what we got so far. He has left 5:32 a.m., 5:32 a.m., Monday, May the 25th, 2026. Open for business. You saw how quickly this individual moves. And look at where he was parked this time, okay? He was parked pretty close to his property, so obviously he just got real quiet. Okay, this is what we have so far. Homeowner Martinez Sons, a show of alliance, the black 4-door Jeep right there. 5135, next door. Homeowner Martinez other son, black Mustang right there. Okay? Why are they parked there? Well, they want us to focus here rather than the truck. See that? So this is catfish. Homeowner Martinez other son right here. Okay? And 5139 is back. 5139, brother and sister, gunshot to the front window. 5139, another trap house. Let's not forget the dollar store owner, Celine Narcotics, and the protein shake business. A good friend of mine, Carlos and Letty. We caught them handing out protein shakes, and we all know what's inside those protein shakes. Okay? Now we know. We have some movement here. Let's see. Okay, this looks like a regular individual. Regular individual. Okay. Yeah, he's a regular individual. Hardworking guy. Okay, we do have the female 5130 sporting a new vehicle now. That belongs to her husband's friend. It could be a loaner. You can upload the information on the vehicle right there. It could be a loaner. And we uploaded several videos of her making deliveries with children. That's right, with children. Other than that, the construction workers. How can we forget the construction workers? A deadly mixture of lethal, of alcohol and narcotics. And, of course, safety concerns, working with heavy machinery, and, of course, plenty of family in the area and children. Okay? So this right here, they have a signed contract with town industrial officials working on the corner building. This is our taxpayers' emergency revenue funds being used for this specific purpose. And safety concerns, of course, heavy machinery, under the influence, okay? Narcotics and alcohol. We have the uploaded videos of constant safety concerns, okay? And their involvement in the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment, as far as state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. All right, we are getting ready. A full day of surveillance is upon us. And, well, the murder plot continues. Remember, what is this murder plot? Well, the murder plot consists of long-term electronic harassment, secondary health issues of radiation levels. Okay? Go to Tech Ingredients YouTube channel, Tech Ingredients, detailed information, equal exposure from microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. All of us are subjected to electronic harassment living in the city. It's all natural. But when it's redirected in a high concentrated rate toward your brain and your ear, okay? The ear is directed toward the ear because of the high frequencies. I constantly hear them adjusting the knob to see what frequencies I react to. Okay, remember, this is to provoke movement reaction response. yelling, running out of control, kicking, screaming, public outbursts, surprise advantage once I approach the window. It's also used as a deterrent, as a distraction, okay? For instance, emulate sounds in any room, and community gang stalking from far away, well, they're able to increase the intensity of the high frequencies. Now, if you place a glass container, glass with water, if the high frequencies are high enough, the water will jump out of the glass container and eventually shattering the glass container. Okay, that's how loud the frequencies are. While watching TV, I have to mute it or lower the TV volume. Running water, high frequencies. Opening up a plastic or paper bag container, a plastic bag, high frequencies. Furnace, heater, fan, blower, air conditioner, fan. Any motorized sound can be increased. Well, it's attacking the victim's psyche, of course. And electromagnetic field waves. Well, that's more dangerous because it is attacking the victim's brain. Okay? And secondary health issues of radiation levels, bone cancer, tumors of the brain aneurysm, blood trauma to the brain. Okay? Blood clot. Okay? So the blood clot is dry blood that eventually clogs up the arteries of the brain, cutting off the oxygen over time. So if they didn't get you the first time, sooner or later, the dry blood will stop the oxygen from flowing to your brain, and that is where the silent incoherent, nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Okay, so it is a process, a long process, but the younger the victim, the bigger the payoff. That's the reason for different scenarios of entrapment. Okay, so for now, I'm not going to get too much into it. Our information is on our social media platform. We just had our first departure of the day, and obviously, they're doing pretty good. This criminal organization continues to be protected by individual employees working for government agencies. These individual employees have worked themselves to be placed in high-ranking departments to make this call. And the call that's being made is making sure there's no loose ends. In other words, Thomas Cicero Mayor, for now, remains, he's being protected. He's being protected. You can go back to February 27, 2026, a U.S. Marshal, fake catch and release, father and son, Friday at 3 p.m., okay? The reason the father continues hiding, and by the way, the father's friend, this vehicle belongs to his father's friend, okay? And is a loaner to his wife. The individual continues hiding to avoid incriminating the U.S. Marshal and our current mayor, Larry Dominic, okay? I was the intendant arrestee that day. All this information is on our social media platform regarding state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. Again, it happened again, May 1st, 2026, Friday, at 6:17 p.m. A disregard for taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. Over $1 million has been spent. 60-plus police officers, paramedics, and fire department were dispatched. The whole area was on lockdown. No one can go out. No one can come in. That's right. A safety concern, of course, and inconvenience based on a prank call, and we uploaded the police report number. Okay? So, this is a show of force by Thomas Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic. Why am I still here? Well, all I had to do was remove the cardboards from the window. Remember, I do respond to the cardboards covering up the windows. And of course, that is one of their main objectives, is to make sure I respond, okay? So if you are at your home and you having they're directing truck lights toward your all your windows, okay? All your windows right there, okay? So they're directing bright lights with high beams toward your window. Well, I responded by blocking the bathroom window, but the light still goes through, but they cannot. See, the light still goes through. See? But remember, intentions are very clear. It doesn't get clearer than that. Remember, Thomas officials are working on a harassment case against me. Now, my ex-wife responded once I covered up the windows. As you can see, this is what she did to the door, okay? That could have been my flash, okay? That could have been my flash. You can see that very clear, okay? I'm putting my finger so you can see the size of it, okay? This is indentation. Indentation, there we go. Here we go. So you have an idea. Okay? See that? She couldn't get in. And the reason she couldn't get in, because I usually place a safety latch to allow me extra time to remove all the items from the window. Remember, I'm trying to avoid family conflict. But Thomas officials responded by parking in front Department of Public Health. Okay? That's how they responded. That's the weapon that she used right there. Okay? The Department of Health was deployed for 2 days. Now, obviously, they wanted to capitalize on this, and they were excited. They were excited. They wanted to capitalize on this, but it didn't work in their favor. This is where the instructions are being given from periodically, 5135, second floor hideout. It's a number of individuals that study and have a background in as far as psychological warfare, okay? Based on psychological warfare books, The Art of War, The 48 Laws, The Centennial, Mind Games, Bright Light Harassment, Electronic Harassment, Dog Barking on Command Signal, Car Alarms, Provoked Confrontation, Creating Family Conflict, Emotional Distress, Anxiety, Disbelief, Mistrust, Anger. All right. There's a lot going on here, guys. Get involved. Obviously, there's children involved. Please contact Child Protective Services. The children are specifically used for this purpose, and they're specifically trained. Please contact Internal Revenue Services. Okay? Very important that we have them on board. And other than that, we also have Board of Education, District 99, male and female. The male transferred to a different building, okay? But he does come by from time to time. We have him on video. And the female stays behind, working alongside co-workers involved in criminal activity of this sort, and the security guard, the mob plan hits with second character witnesses. Behind enemy lines, guys, I want to take this opportunity to let you know my ex-wife will be leaving to Mexico. Yes, she's retiring. I'm happy for her. But I'm no longer going to be able to continue living here. She has told me I have to move unless I pay $1,200. That's right. I cannot afford that type of money. I have a limited income. I'm paying $500 out of the goodness of her heart. So I want to continue this, guys. I think it's very promising. I do it because I can, I care, and I want to make a difference. Sure, you can open up a trafficking charge if you really want to, okay? But unless you have a victim such as I, you will not be able to open up a federal case of this kind. Okay? So that's clear and simple. You guys got to strategize and see how you can work things out. If you can include me, even better. Okay? Because remember, I'm already on the blacklist. I'm already a target, and they have a signed contract on my life. So if I can be included in your strategy, that'd be beautiful. But other than that, this is the reality. I am behind enemy lines, okay? And this is my command center right here, okay? I have access to everything here, guys. Anything happens here, I know about it, okay? I know about it. Anything happens here, I know about it, okay? This is my block, okay? I've been here a really long time, and I know these people really, really good. I used to be considered a family member, and obviously, I know what's going on, okay? So, we have Carlos and Letty on video as far as trafficking. And we also have the dollar store owner throwing rocks at the window and trafficking with the candy boxes. Okay, we're moving on for now. Please get involved. And all these vehicles are documented. And obviously, you can find out exactly where their revenue source is coming from. And, well, if you are Arthur, if you are law enforcement, if you are, that's right, if you are, you guessed it, this would be fantastic, okay? Because it has so many facets. It's very interesting to see this criminal organization strategizing every single day. Remember, it's a special scale. This scale measures the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. It's attacking the victim's psyche. No police officers in the area. We are waiting for the police officers. And what happens if the police officers don't show up? Well, that's called self-incrimination, okay? They have broken their routine because they're attacking me every single day. And remember, they're utilizing all their resources, especially taxpayers' emergency revenue funds on me. My family has no idea. So you can just imagine when that fateful day comes that I become ill. Okay, so I want to take this opportunity as well. Public service notification awareness. Okay, I, Miguel Rodriguez Jr., grant full permission to all parties to record me inside my room at my apartment at 5133 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804, especially government agencies. I have given this grant permission awareness to our parties over and over again. I want to make sure that we have a credible case here. We are working on a federal case, of course, and obviously everyone is waiting for something bad to happen to me to move forward. And it is a cutthroat business, but that's the way it is, okay? So I cannot do anything either. I feel pretty good, but I am a victim of electronic harassment, and I do have an MRI and CAT scan of bleeding from my brain. My doctor at Oak Street Health, Dr. Augustine, advised me, Miguel, you were bleeding. I read your MRI. I don't know how this happened to you, but you can go home, you can relax, and it's fine. Well, I did my homework. When it dries up, this is a blood clot, okay? This is blood trauma to the brain over long-term electronic harassment, redirected from any electrical source outage. So as I'm sitting here watching TV, it's constant pulsing of the brain trauma. And how are they able to transmit this? Go on Tech Ingredients, YouTube channel, Tech Ingredients, scientific evidence how this military-grade technology, Army apparatus, tracking signal scanner device is able to transmit and transfer high-level frequencies that attacks the victim's nervous system. Loss of coordination accidents will happen. Bright light harassment, utilizing mirrors redirected from any shiny object, glare, flash, or white background, or silver, okay? And also is set on the victim's eye scope to increase and intensify with smart lights activated high beams at a victim's eyes, okay? From any passing vehicle with smart lights, okay? High beams. Or any natural light. Electromagnetic field waves, equal exposure from microwave oven, x-ray machine, or sleeping next to a high power line. So this is, remember, there's a safeguard. There's a reason why Tennessee officials are spending taxpayers' emergency revenue funds over $1 million. They're using all that money on me, okay? Rather than protecting Morton High School students, on that fateful day, if you guys go back, the Morton High School student was gunned down. Our condolences to the family. We're trying to share our information on what actually happened that day. Only a couple of feet away from Morton High School, and the Thomas Cicero police officers were too involved attacking me psychologically, than protecting Morton High School students. And it continues. There's a reason why you don't see no police officers in the area. They are waiting for me to respond to the extreme high level frequencies and constant shock treatment to the brain. I have been a victim since 2003 year and present, May 25th, 2026, present year, 5:52 a.m. Okay, remember, but the body's an amazing machine. It will adapt. It will become second nature to the victim. I do not respond like a newbie, in other words, okay? So that's my advantage. And other than that, we're going to continue, guys. I am excited. There's a lot going here, guys. Now, obviously, I won't be here to enjoy the fruits of my labor, okay? Obviously, this criminal organization's intent is very clear, okay? If you want to... If you want to attack somebody and you don't want them around, you attack the brain electronically. If you want to get away with the murder, well, you're going to have to implement the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment, well documented on our social media platform involving high-ranking officials. And now we have a U.S. Marshal, February 27, 2026, Friday at 3 p.m. Entrapment, okay? And of course, Thomas Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic, has declared me public enemy number one, okay? Now, a police officer by the name of Murano, May 1st, 2026, Friday at 6:17 p.m., confronted my son in the garage. Eventually, they went inside the basement. They were looking for an individual. They wanted to hurt themselves by the name of Mr. Bravo, okay? I recorded my son's statement. They continued by contacting my ex-wife at her job. She fainted, and they didn't give no name, but they did say that we are concerned that someone in your property wants to hurt themselves. And they didn't say nothing about the second floor, but they were playing good cop, bad cop. They were asking, is Miguel Rodriguez your father? To my son, Carlos Rodriguez. He's my oldest son. And he says, yes. How's he doing? Can we talk to him? I haven't seen him for a long time. In other words, that's called good cop, bad cop. See that? So that's the reason why the paramedics and the fire department were here. But once again, once I removed all the cardboard boxes from the window, they were gone. That's it, okay? Remember, this is for documentation purposes of mental health issue illness to avoid long-term electronic harassment. 2003 year and present, May 25th, 2026, present year and date, and time 5:55 a.m. Okay, so that's how you do it. You want to get rid of somebody, you attack the brain. You want to get away with the murder, you're going to have to spend a lot of money. And remember, I am behind enemy lines, plenty of second character witnesses, okay? So we have time and time again, we have another physical contact right here in front of a fake delivery individual, okay? This individual gave me the eye contact. I ran downstairs with my camera, and sure enough, it was called off because we had the camera, okay? And this is while I was removing a plant that had thorns, and it could injure dogs passing by or the birds. I removed the plant, but they took advantage, and they instructed homeowner Martinez's son to park as a confrontation right there, and as a second character witness. And the fake delivery person was instructed to park at my doorstep, waiting for another confrontation. A physical contact, of course. In my case, Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, waiting, standing by set up traps, false police reports, harass court dates, order of protection, document a history of mental health issue illness. See how that works? Now, fake arrests, fake police reports, okay? Now, obviously, if I'm injured, the police officer is going to make sure it doesn't go in my favor, okay? That's all to it, okay? So, getting ready, guys. Another year of surveillance. You got a heads up. Ex-wife will be leaving to Mexico soon. She will be retiring. And obviously, this is history in the making, guys. Where else can you get this type of footage of child endangerment and everything's being covered up? And when it gets too hot in the kitchen, sure enough, Thomas Cicero reaches in the deep pockets of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds, and off we go again, a show of force. That's right. Thomas Cicero has declared me public enemy number one for providing this crucial community service, okay? I'm not getting paid nothing for this, guys, okay? It's impossible because of our information we are putting out. But we're no longer sharing spreadsheets because we're trying to follow community family guidelines. But our information is there for future reference. Other than that, let's get to it, guys. Get involved. It is worth your time and effort. We already have Grandma placing the sealed envelopes and reopened. They're opened and resealed with narcotics underneath the front porch and inside the mailbox. We have her on video, and we have the individuals continually working on the second floor. No work permit and no address identification. Sure, the building department inspector can place pink slip right on the window and not worry about our constant criticism that there's no work permit. But remember, Thomas Cicero officials are trying to disassociate themselves if anything happens at 5130. There's a reason there's no address identification and no work permit for this specific reason. It's called making sure there's no loose ends. And the mail carrier is also involved, okay, by looking the other way and adjusting his schedule accordingly. Booyah! That's right, guys. Mm-hmm. Watch out. They can increase and intensify life harassment. You guys can do better than that. Come on, let's see something. All right, I guess they're not playing around today. They know who the boss is. Mm-hmm. All right, pay close attention to this female. She will be making periodic deliveries, and she is working hard for the money. Let me tell you, this female, just like the song says, this female right here, wow, she made several trips yesterday with the children, and that was insane. Okay, remember, this is a safety concern because the children are specifically trained to handle the narcotics, to serve the dollar store owner directly inside the store with the narcotics. The children are instructed to place. Let me repeat that. The children are instructed to place the narcotics in the hidden compartment inside that vehicle on video, okay? On video. And the children are instructed to turn on and off the alarm. The children are instructed to walk away as catfish so we may continue following the children, and the female goes directly to the Candyman or Grandma to reload in the basement of 5130. Okay? All right, moving on. No police officers in the area. Mm-hmm. I wonder why. Get it ready, guys. Party is about to begin. Mm-hmm. And I want a personal invitation. That's right, that's me. I want a lot of hugs, kisses, and presents. And a handwritten invitation, of course. Getting ready. All right. May 25th, 2026. Monday morning, guys. 6:01 a.m. We already have our first deployment of the day, and of course, the rest will follow. The female should be next at 5130. Now, the Martinez family, they're making deliveries at Villager Pilsen area. How do we know this? Well, we uploaded the video of Nello Greco and his nephew Anthony J. Loader having a public meeting. That's on our first social media platform, YouTube. They had a public meeting on the pool area, okay? And we have the Blazer on video, and the two individuals that came out of the Blazer were high-ranking officials of that local gang in Villager Pilsen. The president and the vice president were here. And that is Villager Pilsen, and they work with a number of gangs. Obviously, you can imagine expansion in the workforce. That's why the female is constantly going back and forth, back and forth. Now, you might say, why don't they just carry a huge sum and just deliver as much as they can? Because they do not want to jeopardize their criminal organization, of course. They only allowed to carry a certain amount, okay? And this is all prepaid by customers, okay? So they have a lot of movement going on, especially at the indoor-outdoor recreational facility golf course. So there's a lot going on here, guys. There's a lot. All right. There's been a number of attempts on my life as far as physical contact. And obviously, Thomas officials and law enforcement feel very defiant. They can get away with a physical contact as far as once I respond and go outside and interact with individuals as far as provoke confrontation. They feel very defiant. They can get away with this physical contact because there's plenty of second character witnesses in the area. Behind enemy lines, guys. That's right. I am excited. And I love playing the victim. I love playing the victim. Let me tell you something. If these news media outlets are not covering information, all you have to do is turn the channel. And you're going to see a great improvement in your community. Like the late Reverend Jesse Jackson Jr. said, and I quote, I am somebody. Okay? I might not look like much, but I am somebody, and I'm trying to make a difference because I care, and I believe we have a lot here, guys. I've been doing this over a decade of electronic harassment, and I've been to the rinse cycle, so I know. I know. I have documented patients within a hospital. I have interviewed a number of patients and very young individuals, and that's how I learned my extensive detailed information of organized crime family process, okay? It took time, but I had to get my hands dirty, and of course, I'm still here. I'm still here. All right, we're getting ready, guys. Get involved. 6:04 a.m., Monday, May 25th, 2026. Standing by. The female should be up next. I believe she's going to make her deployment most likely 7 or 8 o'clock, maybe even 9, okay? But she has changed her schedule. All right, so for now, pretty quiet. No police officers in the area. We're moving on for now. Okay, we tried. Okay? Get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. Don't forget, ex-wife leaving to Mexico. You got to strategize now. Okay? Now, sure, you guys can help. Okay? Let me tell you how you can help. You can follow these individuals. You can follow each individual on your own. Okay? On your own. All the information on their license plates are here. Okay? You can follow these individuals and record their drop-offs. I did, okay? Especially the bagman. The bagman that is one of our main, the bagman goes way back to Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, nephew Anthony J. Loader, and the bagman working together. And the bagman has been seen recently walking underneath my window and didn't respond, but we do know, and it's recorded, the drop-off address behind the back alley I recorded and in front of the property. That property where the drop-off is being made periodically, every single day, is recorded and documented, okay? So it's not necessary for me to continue going over there because obviously that's what they want me to do for entrapment purposes. And I'm more needed here so I can continue our surveillance. If you guys are in law enforcement, if you, yes, this criminal organization has plenty of lookout men, okay? Including the dollar store owner, family member riding around in an electric scooter, making sure there's no new faces in the area. And we also have a number of second character witnesses walking around back and forth, especially Board of Education District 99 employees walking around as second character witnesses, waiting for the command signal to help police officers for entrapment purposes. All right, well, now we're moving on, guys. I can talk. 6:07 a.m., Monday, May 25th, 2026. Get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort, okay? So, well, this is what we're going to do, okay? Follow the time frame. Because as soon as I turn off the recorder, most likely something's going to happen with the female at 5130. So follow the time frame. Here we go. 6:07 a.m. and watch this.